Next up to bat for your Riverton Raider, number 25, Hunter Howe.
I like that walk-up song. Could never see that live because I don't have $1,000 to spend. Yeah. Ooh.
I hear him. Talk, Sean.
Okay, and here comes Houck's second attempt after the first pitch was a ball. Ow.
Yeah, we switched though, so I'm on this one here.
And that will be a foul if it drops, which it does.
Weird echo. Because you have your other mic.
All right, I think we got that fixed. We're going to go ahead and turn off the outside mic.
It is off.
It is off.
We have a 1-1 count coming towards Riverton after that foul ball.
Okay, so I think we are good now, Sean. It is, if we were keeping score, it is 4-0 currently at the scrimmage. Yeah, it's a weird feedback here because of what we're in. So,
Oh, well, that's fun to know for the future games.
yeah, because being up here in the press box. So we are glad to. Good job. There we go.
Does that help? And
Yeah,
we
that
can
helps.
still hear?
That helps greatly. So Sean just took a shot, and good job, man. Good job, because that was getting annoying. So we've got one down the third base line. Nice smother by the third baseman, but it is going to be not in time and safe, way off target with the throw. So that will be E5, and the Raiders have a runner on first. So we're really happy with what I'm trying to adjust with certain things so that we don't have the feedback. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of feedback no matter what.
That's fine. Ooh, it's loud. That's real loud.
That's what you deal with.
And up
Oh,
next
that's right. I was messing with yours.
is the catcher Hutchison.
So Hutchinson, runner on. During our technical difficulties, which we do apologize about, I missed. Did Raiders score any?
No, Raiders did not score. They did have pop out to middle, and then the first base hit you just saw. So we're on our third batter. This is Nathan Hutchison. I believe he was all conference last year.
So we're going to stay here during the switch at the end of the first here, and we're going to give what we thought we'd already given, but no one could hear, which is the baseball roster for your Riverton Raiders. Again, this is, I guess not again, because you can hear us. This is Sean O'Brake, great sports editor we hired here at the Ranger Lander Journal, Wind River News. We welcome him on color, and this is Kevin Childs, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines and the Riverton Raiders here. We will be live streaming every single home game. We might hit some away games, and a couple select games will be on the radio as well. We're going to be out here all season. It's great to be here at the ball field.
Yeah, and it's actually turned out to be kind of a nice day. I know it's a little bit warmer up here in the press box, but outside it started off really chilly, and now it's a nice, somewhat sunny day with a little bit of light clouds. So perfect day for baseball.
All right, so the count now is 1-2 to who's that?
Nathan Hutchison.
Nathan Hutchinson, number 14.
No in Hutchison. I thought that was interesting.
Pitcher comes set. Pitch is a ball. So we're now at a
2-2 count.
2-2 count. Runner on second here for the Raiders. Hunter Houck was the starting pitcher, had a little bit of control issues, Sean, and gave up 4 runs and I think gave up 3 or 4 walks and a hit by pitch.
Yes,
So.
and everyone's just getting the jitters out, and their nerves are going to be calmed down by the end of this game. Nice hit by Hutchison.
Base hit up the middle. Third base coach is going to wave him home. Throw is going to be not in time.
Ooh.
Catcher and runner with a collision, and it's safe. So Riverton now puts one on the board, and it's 4-1 here. We're going to give you a score, but just keep in mind, folks, this is a scrimmage. I've got to remember everything I told the folks when they couldn't hear me. So they're going to play about 14
Let's give it
innings
up
or
for your
more.
Riverton Raider number 1,
The reason for
Derek
that
DeVries.
is it was going to be Jackson Hole today in a doubleheader, but because of road conditions, Jackson Hole getting some ice and snow, they couldn't get down here. Coach Kevin Loftus of the Raiders able to get a buddy of his, so we're told, from the coach Casper to come up here, but because of the chill in the air and potential for injuries due to weather, they didn't want to just play two true doubleheaders, so they're not going to take a break, and they're going to go through all the pitchers. And so on that wild throw to home, Hutchison did wind up at second base, and Derek DeVries, who you also know from Riverton Wolverine baseball, is at the plate.
Basketball.
From Riverton Wolverine basketball, he is at the plate, and he's facing an 0-1 count after swinging a miss. So they're not really keeping him too close to second. Is Hutchison. So the pitcher comes set. The pitch. Derek DeVries looks at it as it goes way outside and a bit into the dirt. And the count is now 1-1 to Derek.
And when I was talking to assistant coach Hauk at one of the practices, he had nothing but great things to say about DeVries. He thinks he could be one of the best hitters on this team. And they're really excited to have him coming out here for him.
Pitcher comes set. Here is the 1-1 pitch as he takes a look at second. They're stealing third, and it's going to be safe.
Nice go.
And it's a wild throw. He's going to come home. Hutchinson easily getting in, and it is 4-2, your Raiders. So nice running there by Hutchinson as he is able to score on the wild throw. Catcher trying to catch him on stealing third, unable to do so, and it went into the foul ball area down the left field line.
And it would be 2-0 or 2-4 now, and I know the Raiders got this this new juice, new lifeblood after that first inning. I'm sure it'll bleed into the second inning too.
So Derek now at the plate with nobody on. 2 outs, I do believe, Sean?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, just one out. Sorry,
One out,
it was a.
So from the line, pitcher comes set, pitches, and that'll be ball 3. Take the count to 3-1. So you do wonder early on in this season if or in this scrimmage, will DeVries have the green light here on the 3-1 count? 3-2 count is what it says now. So 2-2 count actually. They had it on the scoreboard a little bit off, so it is 2-2. So he'll definitely have the green light. Pitcher comes set, and it's going to be a base hit to right center field. So nice bit of hitting by Derek there, and Raiders have a runner on first. And coming to the plate is number 28.
Let's give it up for your Riverton Raider, number 28, Uriah Hines.
So Uriah Hines coming to the plate here. The roster a little bit off as they're getting new uniforms. They'll be here in a couple weeks, which I don't think the next game's till early May.
Yeah.
So
they're excited for the new jerseys too.
Right-hand hitter. Runner on first is Derek DeVries. Pitcher now out of the stretch. Comes set. Tries to pick DeVries off. Not in time, and Derek is safe getting back to the bag. So being our first season, we don't know if it's Derek's really fast or he's just practicing his pickoff there. Derek with not a tremendous lead off first. Really not a big lead at all. Pitcher comes set in the stretch. Comes to the plate, and it's in the dirt around the umpire. Derek trying to go to second. He will. If the catcher had been able to pick that clean, there may have been a play at second as Derek stumbled on his way to second. But there was no throws. The catcher did not pick it up clean. So runner in scoring position with the score 4-2 currently in the first inning. And we've got Uriah Hines at the plate, Derek DeVries at second. So still out of the stretch, obviously. Checks the runner at second, coming to the plate, and it's down in the dirt again. So ball 2. Who are I think they gave you the umpires' names. Let's give them a little bit.
I was
of
just
shout
about
out.
to say, when we get a little bit of time, I did want to thank the umpires for coming out to today's game. Frisco Sanders out there in midfield, and Mike Showalter, the ump behind home plate. We do appreciate all umpires, especially with all the news of the recent umpires in the news. Oh,
Hines may have one legged out. He should be. Oh, they're going to call Derek out. They're calling DeVries out.
I believe the ball hit him.
Did the ball hit him? They're saying it did, so that'll be 2 outs. Unfortunate turn of events there for Derek, as we would have had runners at first and third. So coming to the plate now is going to be number 4. Carter, no seat, coming to the plate. Unfortunately, with Derek having the ball hit him, we only have runners on first for the Raiders. It'd been nice to have first and third there with only 1 out, Sean, as they would be able to eat into this Casper lead.
Yeah, that could come back to bite them, but that was at no fault of DeVries. That ball came right at him, and the shortstop was unable to get out of the way. So accidents happen all the time, and obviously that was going to be a big one maybe.
So no seat at the plate. Pitcher comes set, checks first, comes to the plate, and it is a strike. So 0-1 count for no seat. Trying to eat into this at the moment, eat into the lead. Runner on first is Hines, Uriah Hines. So pitcher comes set. He's going to come to the plate, and it's hit foul ball. A little dribbler down the first base line.
And it'll be 0-2, I believe. 0-1.
It is 2 outs, 0-1 here. It should, I do believe, be 0-2 because he did get a strike 1 called. So I think it is 0-2.
Yeah, they fixed it now.
They do have it now up on the scoreboard. Pitcher is coming set. He's going to come to the plate and hit towards the shortstop. And that should be, an error. E6 there. So E6 on Casper leads to runners on first and second. So now runner in scoring position is Uriah Hines. Carter Noseep on first. And coming to the plate is going to be number 0. That may
Let's give it
be
up for your Riverton Raider number 0, Braden
Baker. So that number is right on the roster for us. So runner in scoring position at the moment.
Really liking these walk-up songs.
Yeah, I do wonder if we're going to get in Facebook jail for that. We did during basketball season because of copyright issues. Pitcher comes, throws it straight down the middle for a strike.
Well, now that you bring it up, Zuckerberg's definitely going to be listening.
Yeah, so it's 0-1 now. They've got it as 0-2. That was the first pitch seen by Braden. So 0-1, Braden Baker. Runners on second and first. Riverton having scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first here. Casper leading off with 4 runs, mainly through walks and a hit by pitch, although one bit of timely hitting, Sean.
Yeah, and the sac fly also allowed for 2 runs to come in. So not the best opening inning, but the Raiders are doing their best right now to try and make up for it.
So second pitch was on the way, and it was a ball for Braden. So Braden Baker trying to drive a runner in here. It's 1-1. Comes set. It is wide right. Good job by the catcher. He's going to try and take third, and he's going to be punt. They're going to say safe. So the run was in time. He must have snuck a leg in there, and it was a double steal. So now you've got runners on second, third. Uriah Hines on third, and Carter Noseep on second.
That was a pretty good throw by the catcher, too.
The count is 2-1, I do believe.
Sorry to step on you. That was a good throw there by the catcher.
Yeah, it's a great throw, nice and low, and just barely missed the tag, I guess. So he comes to the plate. It is fouled away, so now it'll be 2-2. So timely bit. I don't know if they had the steal on anyway, but the pitch that they stole on was a little bit wide and in the dirt, but the catcher made it, like you said, a nice throw, just not able to get the tag down. So 2-2 count to Braden Baker. Pitcher checks the runners, comes to the plate, and it's going to be sliced. It should be caught. It is. So sliced foul down the third base line, gets third out. So Baker unable to get those runners in, and we go to the second with it 4-2 Casper. So this is going to be interesting, Sean, as we're going to actually have like the 13th inning today, stuff like that, with how they're doing this. So real quick during the inning break, let's go through the Riverton roster. You got Joel Beaver, Parker DeVries, Uriah Hines, Jory Anderson, who's not here today, Nathan Hutchison, Christopher Rennick, Hunter Howe, Carter Noseat, Bryce Mason, Derek DeVries, Ryan Cox, Branson Saltzgaber, Jackson Larson, Blake Gattenbein, Garrett Jackson, Braden Baker, Bo Anderson, Daniel Cardenas, Ryan Florence, Matthew Hauser, Julian Spradlin, Jamison Spradlin, Caleb Winters, Trent Weber, Landon Hughes, Boss Littleshield,
Love that
Larson,
name.
Colt Martinez, Justice Kramer, Dane Cox, Bridger Saltzgaber, Cameron Vincent, Cameron Eater, Braden Martin, Wyatt Jackson, Coulter Heikala, I'm sure we mispronounced that one, Rylan Kelly, and Addison Trujillo.
Now, not all those players
No.
will be playing today, but those will be all Raiders by the beginning of the actual regular season. So giving them a shout-out, making sure they get to be known around the community. So
That is your entire roster of the A, B, and C team, letting you know there. So our starters today, brought to you by Sutherland's, are, and I need glasses. And I have them on. Beavers, Houck, Hutchinson, Derek DeVries, Hines, Noseat, Baker, Mason, Rennig, Saltzgaber, Cox, Patrick DeVries, as well as Derek, Larson, Gattenbein, Jackson, and Anderson.
and that Saltzgaber is Branson, not Brandon.
And pitching now, they're going to go through pitchers kind of quick on a pitch count. The pitcher right
Bridger.
now, I do believe, is Cameron Vincent. Nope.
Bo Anderson.
Bo Anderson, numbers a little bit off. Like I said, we've got a roster with, I think, the new numbers on them, but the old numbers are what they're wearing today. We're told their new uniforms will be here in about 2-3 weeks, so we look forward to seeing those. They've kind of got a South Carolina Gamecock feel, so today, and so I'm not really liking that, Sean. As everybody knows the Riverton Red and Black over there at the high school. You know, being a University of Georgia grad, love those.
Oh,
So first pitch is hit to the third baseman. He's going to make an error as well, and the runner is going to be safe.
that took
So-
a gnarly bounce off the grass there.
So a nasty little bounce leads to an E5 is how I think it would be judged during the regular season. Both teams just getting some cobwebs and some rust off. We've seen a lot of errors that we probably won't see here next couple of weeks. So score is 4-2 unofficially, as they are not technically keeping score. Thanks to Casper, by the way. For those who didn't know, they found out they were coming here at about 6 o'clock last night. So the fact that they were able to put together some guys, I'm sure a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, trying to figure out who could make it, who could get up here. So we appreciate them. You know, we expected Jackson Hole, but the weather was the roads were kind of nasty up there. We checked WYDOT, who's one of our sponsors this year. We checked their app, WYDOT 511, where you can actually report roadkill even.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of roads closed. So the pitch comes due, and it's going to be a base hit to left. So once again, Casper putting runner in scoring position with no outs here. Runners at first and second.
And back to Casper, they have a hodgepodge of players, some AA, some A, and we are just happy that they all were able to make it. And not all these players on Casper will be on the same team this year, so they're going to get a little bit of experience with each other and maybe get a little bit of extra knowledge from the players that have been on the team for a little bit longer. So
Pitcher comes set out of the stretch, and it is sliced into right. It's going to be good for a base hit. He struggles with it, so runner's going to come home, trying to stretch it to a double, and does. So runners on second and third, no outs, and it's now 5-2. Yeah, Casper, we're told, put together a lineup that is a mixture of every level they have, down from AAA down to C, to try and get down here. So, again, appreciation to them getting down here. And they've got runners in scoring position And a batter coming in. Quick visit to the pitcher by the catcher. And unlike the first inning where it was walks, this one has been some solid hitting by Casper.
Yeah, and that's at no fault to the pitcher. These Casper players are connecting the ball to the bat pretty well. And they're getting a big leadoff on second there.
So pitcher comes set and going to get strike one with no outs. Pitcher going from the stretch, obviously, with runners on second and third. Pitcher comes set. He's going to come right off the plate, so it's going to be ball one. Count is 1-1. Who is pitching for us again here?
Bo Anderson.
Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson trying to get out of a jam that he has quickly gotten into here. Bo Anderson comes set. He comes to the plate. It's going to be way outside to take it to 2-1 or 3-1?
3-1.
3-1. Sorry, we're trying to exercise our cobwebs as well. So Bo quickly, and they've got 2-1 on the board. I'm pretty sure that may be it. Comes to the plate, and it's going to be down the third base line and foul. So it's going to be 2-2. We're gonna go, Sean. We're gonna go with what they have on the board.
That's fine.
Just we're all exercising the cobwebs and the rust out here. So great day to be at the ball field. Good crowd, especially for it to be about 36 degrees when it started up. But the sun's nice and high, and it's gonna go. The pitch is gonna be underneath the catcher's legs, but doesn't go far enough to bring a runner home. So now it is gonna be 3-2.
Full count.
Full count here, and really got to be careful with this. You know, you might want to groove it to try and get the strike, but at the same point in time, any contact that leaves the infield, most likely, I would guess, the third base coach for Casper is going to send him home. So big moment here for Anderson on the mound. He's the third pitcher I do believe we've seen today. Second. Anderson coming to the plate. Oh. He's way inside, almost hit him. So he's going to walk him, and we're going to have bases loaded with no outs.
This is the second time that Riverton's had the bases loaded, so they're going to try and not get into this, obviously, very much. But it is good practice for the future season to have this many early, I don't want to call them problems, but it would be a problem to have the bases loaded. So
Anderson comes to the plate, swing and a miss, 0-1. Travis, if you're listening, our great sports director, I think he left his glasses here. So we'll put those on your desk unless you really need them, which he might. So we'll reach out to him at some point in time and get his glasses back to him. Anderson comes set. The pitch coming down. Oh. It is a check swing, but it fouls off the bat. So quickly 0-2. A really nice start on this batter. Don't expect anything really near the plate. Maybe try and get him to chase here with no outs and bases loaded for Casper. Anderson comes set, and he does go outside, just a little too far outside and high for the hitter to chase.
And this is kind of the predicament that they want him in. They want him to swing.
Anderson with the pitch, and it's going to be fouled into left field. On the left field side of things, so it's going to quickly be
still 1-2.
1-2. It's still 1-2. So nice fight off there to not get punched out by Casper's number 22. We do apologize during the regular season. We'll make sure we have the rosters, but this was put together so quickly by Casper. I'm not sure they had really a roster to speak of.
No, and again, thank you to everyone that and the parents that helped get him out here.
Pitcher comes set. Anderson does low and outside. So it's going to be 2-2 here. Still a pitcher scout, but really want to avoid the 3-2. We don't know how good a hitter's at the plate, but 3-2, don't want to walk and run. Pitcher comes set. Foul just right in front of us. Back to the backstop. High didn't come anywhere close to clearing it, but still 2-2. Anderson in a jam here. Bases loaded, 2-2 count. Anderson comes set out of the stretch, the pitch, and it is driven to center field. Looks like it's going to be a sac fly. Caught. Runners at third and second are going to easily advance, and it is 6-2 Casper, now with runners on the corner.
And if you can't hear it, folks, the crowd out here has actually grown in size. There's a good amount of Casper parents and a great amount of Riverton fans here. I can even see some of the high schoolers out here just supporting their local team, which is exactly what we were hoping for. And Coach Kevin Loftus and the rest of the assistant coaches, I mean, they've got to be happy with the outcome out here, especially on such short notice and on such a cold, brisk morning.
Anderson comes set. The pitch is outside for ball 1. No, it's called a strike. Okay, that's an interesting call. But we'll take it. Runners on the corner, 0-1 count. Anderson coming set quickly. Pitch comes in, and he swings and misses. Pitch just slightly lower than last time, but definitely outside. So painting the corner now is Bo Anderson.
And he's doing a good job of realizing where he needs to put the ball for this batter.
Anderson comes set out of the stretch. The pitch comes, and it is going to be
strike
3. There's a really kind of delayed punch out by but the player knew it. The batter knew it. So a second out of the inning now. So Anderson trying to limit the damage down to just the 2 runs. Runners on the corner. Anderson coming set on an 0-0 count. Comes to the plate. Comes down the middle. They're going to say a little bit high for ball 1.
That looked like a strike from here, but then again, we're pretty high up ourselves.
Well, they're going to get Sean here for arguing balls and strikes and toss him out of the game. Anderson comes set to the third.
Nice catch.
Nice smother by the third baseman. Gets it over to first, and that's an out. Nice job by the third baseman there to punch him out. So at the end of 1.5, Casper leads 6-2 over your Riverton Raiders. We're going to pay a couple bills real quick, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the second.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
And welcome back to Roy Peck Field, here just behind, technically on the campus of CWC, but just behind the main school. And nice play there. Hunter Houck was on third there and got a nice out. Smothering the ball, got to first. Also got to give a shout out to the first baseman, whose name we don't know yet, and we'll figure it out as we go. But he had to go down there and dig it out of the dirt.
Mason.
So Bryce Mason at the plate now. He is a lefty, and he is going to try and get things started as Casper leads 6-2 in the bottom of the second. Pitcher comes set. Ball to the plate is way outside and high for ball 1.
So you're a big baseball fan. What do you think the difference is for a right-hander to a left-handed pitcher? Or I'm sorry, a right-handed pitcher to a left-handed batter?
I don't think the difference is all, you play the numbers, but second ball is on the way, and it is high again, this time more on the middle of the plate, but high as well. So quickly 2-0. So, I think it probably matters a lot more when you get up into the collegiate levels and especially the pro level. I'm not sure it has a huge amount of difference. Third pitch on the way from the pitcher is a called strike as he's actually swinging strike. So it'll be quickly 2-1. But I don't think it really matters at this level, and I'm certain it doesn't matter in this.
In this game, yeah.
So
Good practice.
Pitcher coming out of the line. Count is 2-1. Ball comes to plate. It's way outside. 3-1 for
Mason.
For Riverton. He's trying to get things started. I think he may be the first left-hander we've actually seen for Riverton.
I think so, too.
I don't know. We had some technical difficulties. Again, we apologize for that. So Casper coming set. Count is 3-1. Ball comes to plate. It's high again. So Mason able to draw a walk with no outs here. First batter of the second inning, bottom of the second. So Mason will go to first.
All right, let's hear it for your Riverton Raider number 8, Chris Rennick.
Christopher Rennick coming to the plate. Now he's a right-hander and looking to keep things going.
I had an interview with this young man earlier in the practice. He is so excited for this year. I know everyone is, but he is super excited to get back on the baseball, and he's excited to have a new coach here too.
Out of the stretch, ball was high, but Rennick swung, so it'll be 0-1 for Christopher. Christopher looking to advance the runner. That would be what you hope is the worst case scenario is here, is he's able to get the runner over. Third baseman playing about right in line with third, and they're trying to hold Mason there at first. So pitcher comes set.
Oh.
It is down in the dirt. Nice smother by the Casper catcher to keep it from going behind him, and the count is 1-1.
And I can see Coach Baker, I believe, over there on first base. He's letting him know he can take a little bit more space between on the leadoff if he wants to, which he is
not going to do.
Not going to do as much.
Don't know the speed of guys yet. We'll get to know that throughout the season. Pitch is on the way, and it is high. So 2-1 now for Chris Rennick. Rennick trying to advance Mason or get on base. 2-1 count. Casper's pitcher checks the sign, looks over at first. Even shorter lead by Mason this time. And the pitch. It is, I'm guessing they're going to call that a strike. Yes,
Yeah.
they do. The umpire here today, a little bit slow on the hand signals, but you can tell verbally he's getting it to the batter pretty quickly, because that strikeout we had last inning was the batter was halfway over to the dugout before he knew. So 2-2 count here for Rennick. Rennick asked for time, and he is granted it by the ump.
I think as far as everyone goes, everyone's getting the cobwebs off. The players, the coaches, the umps.
Us.
Us.
So.
The announcer.
Everybody. So, pitcher now at the stretch. Rennick back in the box. Pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. And that'll be a strikeout for Christopher Rennick. So, runner on first is Mason.
And I believe this is still their same pitcher from the first inning, which we don't have the Casper names. We apologize.
So, Bo Anderson, the pitcher from the previous inning, and roughly inning in the third inning and 2/3, as he came in for Houck, is at the plate. He is a righty. 1 out, and runner on first.
It was his dad.
Pitch is on the way. Everybody's laughing. I can't hear him because I've got these
You got the good headphones on.
And actually, you've got my normally preferred headphone on, but that's all right. So the first pitch on the way. It is called strike. So 0-1 for Anderson. Pitcher comes set. He's going to check the runner at first and throw over. Not in time. Mason diving back in safely.
And I think Mason is starting to check himself a little bit. That was the first time that he got more than that's about where he's been standing. But the last throw, he was about a foot past that. So
pitcher comes set out of the stretch. Ball on its way. Swung and a miss. So 0-2 for
he swung extremely late.
Bo Anderson.
Swinging extremely late, Bo did. 0-2, says the umpire.
So you do wonder if that was a changeup,
Yeah.
potentially. As he did swing very late. Mason on first, gets his lead. Pitcher checks him and is going to come to the plate, it seems. He does. Anderson swung and a miss, strike 3. So that is 2 strikeouts in a row. This pitcher may be starting to settle down, Sean.
Yeah, he might be feeling it a little bit more. And now it's
here for your Riverton Raider number 33, Joel Beaver.
Joel Beaver's coming to the plate, right-hand hitter. So quickly after the initial walk, it is 2 outs. Mason's still on first. So Beavers coming to the set. Casper pitcher coming set. Comes to the plate, and it's going to be low and outside for ball 1.
And yeah, like you said, he might be feeling it a little bit more here, and we'll have to see if the Raiders can kind of take away some of these the 6-2 lead with the pitcher starting to get hot. It's going to be a little bit more dangerous.
Pitcher comes set. He checks the runner, Mason, and he's going to come to the plate, and Mason is unable to make contact, so it'll be 1-1. Catcher does try to go to first there to catch Mason napping, but he was way too late to do so.
Beavers with the swing there. It might not have been another changeup, but it was, again, just a little late. It was a little high.
All right, so 1-1 count. Riverton trying to take advantage of that first batter walk of the inning. Going to check the runner at first and throws over, trying to pick him off, and is late. It's kind of odd. They've been checking Mason a lot. They must believe that Mason has some speed, I'm guessing, because he's not taking a large lead off here. But they're paying a lot of attention. But to the plate. It is hit to third, and it's going to be an E5. And then possibly an E6, too, as the shortstop overran it as well. So good running there, and it'll put Beavers and Mason at first and second, respectively. Coming to the plate is, we're waiting on the PA announcer to announce it so we know who it is, actually.
Let's give it up for your Riverton Raider, number 25, Hunter Houck.
So that is number 25, Hunter Houck, who opened the game pitching, I do believe.
Yes, he did.
Gave up several walks and a hit by pitch, unfortunately, but Hunter, chance to make up for that. 1 runner in scoring position, runner at first as well, with Mason and Beavers on second and first.
And his father is an assistant coach, and knowing Dan just for the little bit of time that I do.
Out of the stretch, it is made contact, and it's going to go way foul towards Sean's car.
Yeah, I keep looking because I know I parked my car too close.
It'd have to go. I saw where you parked, so it'd have to be one heck of a foul ball backwards.
I've been to these practices. They're hitting them hard.
It'd have to be one heck of one. Now, I say that, I'll walk out, my truck will have dings in it, but I'm a good boy from Appalachia, so dings in my truck are a mark of greatness here. So 0-1 count. Pitcher's going to come set out of the stretch, go to the plate. Hunter Houck swings and misses for 0-2.
Call that a foul ball?
Yeah, sound like it too.
So quickly 0-2 for Hunter with runner on first and second.
And his dad, like I said, he's not gonna. He's gonna be harder on him sometimes than he might be on the other players because he knows what his son is, the talent that he has. So that opening pitching might be.
Runners take the lead. He comes to the plate. It's way high.
And yeah, and Hunter's just kind of getting used to this season right now. Obviously, everyone is. So he's gonna be watching those, and his dad's gonna let him know what he can work on whenever he gets home.
So pitcher comes set out of the stretch. Runners take their lead. Hunter Houck at the plate. Pitch comes in, and it is hit straight up. Looks like it's going to be caught by the second baseman, and that'll be the third out. So unable to take advantage of a runner in scoring position and that opening walk. So at the end of 2, it is 6-2 Casper. We'll be right back here on WyoToday.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
All right, welcome back to Roy Peck Field. Braden Baker now on the mound. He comes set at the beginning of the third inning. Comes to the plate, and it's going to be inside for ball one. So 3 pitchers already today there, Sean.
Yeah, and like I said, they're just trying to get the pitch count and get up to about 30.
Braden comes set, comes to the plate, and it's going to be sliced foul again towards Sean's car.
That's more towards your car.
I think they're trying to hit our cars today, so that's all right. It's all right till one actually hits it. Baker comes set to the mound, inside, low, and towards the knees. Batter number 10 for Casper had to step out, and it's quickly 2-1 here. Baker wasting no time getting the sign out of the wind. He's going to come way high for 3-1.
And this seems to be the Raiders' way of pitching. They get up to a high ball count, and then they either walk or they get those 2 strikes right away, and it's full.
Baker coming set. He's going to throw way high and outside for ball 4. So control issues, we've seen them from both pitching staffs a little bit more out of Riverton, and definitely much more costly out of Riverton.
Oh, yeah.
As they trail 6-2 here in the top of the third. Again, we're going to play a bunch of innings today, so we're just keeping score unofficially. We had someone who almost fell there or dropped something, so making sure that fan's okay. Baker comes to the plate, and it's going to be hit right over the second baseman's head. In the outfield, poorly played by the right fielder. Center fielder will bail him out, but the runner will go all the way to third. So runners on the corner here for Casper with no outs. And again, it's really the start of the innings that have really plagued Riverton so far in this scrimmage.
Yeah, it's setting them up for failure, but they've done a good job, at least in the last inning, of getting out of it as best they can. That was right over the shortstop's glove. That would have been an amazing catch.
So number 8 coming to bat with runners on the corner. Baker comes set, comes to the plate, and he's high towards the head. Now, that would be interesting. I've never heard of an American Legion bench-clearing brawl. So,
I don't know if we'll get that today.
No,
Loftus has a pretty good code of conduct for his players.
8 had to duck down on that, so 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. Second pitch on the way. It's going to be hit to second, to first, and he's going to bobble it. No play at all, and the runner from third is going to score. So 7-2 now for Casper, and they have runners on first and second with no out. So Baker grooved a pitch, the previous pitch, and it was just over the second baseman's head, and then that one, first baseman tried to glove it. Didn't get his body all in front of it and made an error. So that would be an E3. and runners at first and second, runs scored there. So Baker coming set for the fourth batter he's faced. It's hit right to the shortstop. They're going to try and turn to second. Gets it.
Oh.
Not to first in time. Unable to be gloved up, but the runner does advance to third from second. So one out with runners now on first and third. So that was going to be a tightly turned double play as number 24 had some speed to him.
That was close. If he would have caught it, I think he was still safe, but that was a nice throw. I count 4 errors already. I know it's early. I know it's the first game of the season unofficially, but 4 errors, that's not what you're looking for from either team.
4 errors, a lot of walks.
2 errors by both teams.
And number 23 steps in, and Baker comes set. Baker to the plate, and it is hit towards center. It will be caught by the center fielder, and they're going to hold up the guy at third. That kind of surprises me. I thought it was deep enough. So runners on first and third now with 2 outs, and Baker with a chance to get out of this with only 1 run having scored. Unfortunately, Casper has scored every at-bat they've had, or every inning that they've been at the plate.
Yeah, and with the runners on the corner here, I'm excited to see what they try and do. I don't know if they're going to try and steal second here. This guy's got a long leadoff.
Baker comes set, comes to the plate, hits it foul as it looked like the runner at first was trying to steal second. You do wonder if they were trying to set up potentially a double steal.
Yeah, you could just kind of tell with the way he was leading off. It didn't look like he was going to stay anywhere near first.
So count is 0-1. Runner on first and third. Runners take their lead. 1 on first, taking a fairly substantial lead. Third, pretty close to the bag. Baker comes set, comes to the plate. It's down in the dirt for ball 1.
Hutchison doing a pretty great job of making sure he bodies the ball as soon as it hits the dirt. He's one of the best catchers in American Legion, so it'll be fun to see him play this season.
So Baker checks the runner at first, checks the runner at third. Set. And the pitch is going to be off. They're going to steal second. The throw to second is missed by the second baseman off his glove, and that's going to be, I'm guessing, probably an E1 or E2. I forget which one is the catcher, but it's probably going to be on the catcher for high. But it could have easily been an E4. But another error there on the throw. I'm kind of shocked they went with the throw there, as he came home immediately once it was bobbled. So pitcher comes set, and Brady throws, and it is swung and foul. So 1-2 count, and it is now 8-2 in favor of Casper. Now, Casper does have some higher levels than we do here in Riverton, Sean, but it's a hodgepodge of a roster for them today. So
yeah, their Double-A team last year got to state, and they just walloped Jackson, the team that was supposed to be here. If I'm not mistaken, I think the score was 23-1 at the second day of state.
Baker did throw a pitch there, and it is 2-2 as he was high. Baker comes set, comes to the plate, inside, but swung and a miss. So a nice little strikeout to keep the damage at 2. So after 2.5 innings, it is 8-2 Casper. We will be right back here on WyoToday Media.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to WyoToday Media and coverage of Riverton Raider baseball. We are in a scrimmage today against Casper. Thanks to them for making it down here on extremely short notice. I'm sure the text message and call tree were going nuts last night as Jackson Hole had to cancel. So we are playing 14, 15. We don't even really know. We were told a minimum of 14.
We're playing until the pitchers have all pitched, and right now Casper has a new pitcher out as we speak. So Casper and Riverton both have the same goal in mind. They want to see what all their pitchers are made of. They want to see where they can put people on the diamond, and they want to see if anyone in the outfield might be better suited for the infield and vice versa.
And part of the reason for this all is the potential for weather, not really any snow or rain or anything like that, but for it to get really cold out here as the sun goes down. Playing 2 7-inning doubleheaders with a break in the middle, about 45 minutes to an hour probably, would lead us to the sun going down or starting to set a little bit and it get really cold. So Hutchison coming to the plate here. As they meet on the mound, does Casper to get ready for the bottom of the third. So far, the beginning of innings has been the bugaboo for Riverton on both sides. They were able to draw a walk last inning to start it off, and then unable to do anything else with it.
Hutchison's last attempt, this is his second at-bat. His first at-bat was a double to the middle field.
So Hutchison, a righty here, and the pitcher is going to come set and come to the plate, and it is high for ball one. Just in case people have this on mute, well, if they have it on mute, they won't hear what I'm about to say, but Riverton kind of doing a Gamecock look of maroonish and white pants. And Casper kind of looking like the Florida Gators here in orange and blue. Second pitch on the way, high again, 2-0 to Hutchison. Being very patient at the plate, didn't chase anything, so going to get a bit of a hitter's count here. From the wind, pitcher comes to the plate, and it is a bit high and outside, so quickly 3-0. And you do wonder in a scrimmage like this, will Hutchison have the green light on 3-0?
We'll see it here. I think he himself wants to knock it out of the park more than anyone, so he might.
All right, pitcher comes set. He's going out of the wind, and it is called strike. Looked a little high and outside, but I don't want to be kicked out like Sean almost was. So it's going to be 3-1. Hutchison jogging over to the third base coach.
That's Coach Loftus over there.
Over to Coach Loftus. He's getting some coaching pointers, some hitting pointers, and he'll mosey on back to the box.
And Coach Loftus, I wonder if he's telling him now whether he could swing or not, and if he thinks that this might be a good idea to just let him walk him.
All right, 3-1 count. Going out of a pseudo wind, actually looks a little bit more like a stretch, but does give the wind motion, comes to the plate, and it is driven to left field. Looks like it'll be an easy play, and it is for out one. So took the count to 3-1, to 3-0, then 3-1, and then went out to left field. Left fielder not having to move a whole lot and able to secure the catch for out one. So coming to the plate for Riverton is number one.
DeVries.
Is Derek DeVries. Derek DeVries, a fine young man, got the privilege of calling him during basketball season. And it's going to be interesting next year, Sean, with the seniors leaving basketball. Derek DeVries is going to play an intricate role. I would expect him to start. So pitcher coming from the wind comes to the plate. Derek DeVries makes contact to the shortstop. Glove by the stop, and it's thrown to first and out two. So quickly 2 outs for Riverton on a fly ball, and then hitting it to the shortstop, who made a nice little play and got it over to first for out 2.
Yeah, first pitch First pitch that he hit, I think he liked it. I just think he didn't get the ball to the bat to the ball as much as he wanted.
So coming to the plate
Next up is number 28,
Uriah Hines. He drew a walk in the previous inning, previous at bat, and was able to get all the way to second, but they could not draw him in. So Hines at the plate. They come set. He swings and misses. Quickly 0-1 for Hines. Actually, Hines wasn't the one who drew a walk. That was the lefty.
Yeah, no, he got a first base. He got a hit last
single?
time. Yes, he did.
Uriah trying to go 2 for 2 here. Pitcher comes set, and it's outside. No, they're going to call a strike. So that looked a wee bit outside, and you might want to drop the wee bit from my call there. It had a better chance of hitting Sean next to me than actually being over the plate. But quickly 0-2, so Uriah's going to have to choke up a little bit and defend it. Goes outside this time, the exact same location as the last pitch, and it's called a ball. So having a little fun here. We'll call it a little bit unbiased, but we are homers here in a community radio situation. So pitcher comes set out of the wind to the plate, and that was straight down the middle, and he just watched it. So strikeout number 1 for the pitcher. 3 up, 3 down here in the third. No runs scored. Nobody reaches base. We'll be right back with Casper leading 8-2 after 3 here on WyoToday Media.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, welcome back here at WyoToday Media, coverage of Riverton Raiders baseball as they're facing Casper in a scrimmage. After 3, it is 8-2. Braden Baker still on the mound here. And a little bit of a shout, we got Scott Mason up here in the box on the PA. We've got Darla Mason on the scoreboard and whatnot.
Those are cool.
And we've got Carla Casera. I don't know what she's actually doing, but
I like those.
she's doing something. So she's not keeping score, I'm
cool.
told. So I'm going to take that as she is keeping score. So
Unofficially.
So Sean just got a chance to take a glimpse of the new unis. They look
Yeah,
cool.
they look very cool. I love the lettering.
Okay. Don't want to give too much away. Want to
Oh,
let
no.
them be able to unveil those. And we will, of course, have that first home game in the new uniforms here on WyoToday Media. So Baker's going to come set against Casper to start the fourth, excuse me. And he is in the dirt for ball 1.
Again, good job at Hutchison. He's been bodying the groundouts here.
So Baker is going to come set. out of the wind. The second pitch on the way almost hits the Casper player, and it is ball 2. So 2-0. Control issues being the name of the game so far for the Riverton pitchers. Sean's fiddling with his headset now. So,
I love this headset.
Yeah, I actually do, but you do have to play with it.
Let's do it. I got it. I'm the technical difficulties master up here.
Really, I thought it was Travis who came up here and fixed those, but hey, y'all do look similar.
Yeah, there we go.
Not at all. So
we both got some nice beards growing in.
So coming set, Baker with the pitch. It's high. No, they're going to say a strike. So I'm not able to read strike zones from this angle, evidently.
Nah.
So it's going to be 2-1 here. Baker quickly coming set out of the stretch, and he is high and way outside. 3-1 hitters count here for number 21 for Casper. So you expect him to be getting the green light here on the hitters count. Baker comes down the middle, and it's hit hard out to center field. Center field over his head and to the wall. So he's going to go wind up at 2. He's going to run for 3. There's going to be a play at third. Is target. The throw was offline, so a triple quickly for number 21 for Casper. Not the way they want to start the inning, with the first batter for Casper now 90 feet away from making it 9-2.
I think the center fielder just lost it in the sky because he looked one way, and then as soon as he turned